playing games under darkened skies, hope lost in the dust of the street. Red and blue, colors pouring from the sky. Debates turn to anger, the crowd gets loud. Punches flying in the blink of an eye. Truth buried deep beneath the shroud. Welcome to the bullpen, where the weak will survive. These broken dreams we defend, trying to keep alive. Faces on the screen, flashing perfect teeth. But behind those eyes, just rotting greed. Politicians turn to whispers beneath. They all just get what they need. Whispering conspiracies, drowning in their lies. Echoes of freedom, lost in cries. Spin the wheel of fate, let's see who rise. But this game will bleed you dry. Welcome to the bullpen, where the weak will survive. These broken dreams we defend, trying to keep alive. Welcome to the bullpen, where the weak will survive. These broken dreams we defend, trying to keep alive.
You will.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Bullpen on Sunday nights, where we're all desperately trying to not see what's going on in Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. It starts in 4 minutes.
Oh man, yeah, I'm about to turn my phone off.
Yeah. So, we've got no Chad tonight, but he should be back next week. And we may have a special guest coming in a little bit. So,
Better not be a chick.
Why? Are you allergic
it
to
is a
them or
chick,
something?
Oh
and
wait,
it's
no,
not
I forgot
even an
new channel.
American one.
Sorry, new channel. I hope it's a chick. Yay. We
No
need
more,
a
one of
we,
the
no more
American
mad
ones.
misogyny.
nope, no more mad misogyny. No, we need a female perspective, like to be added to the group, you know?
Yes, you do. Which is why you got a female on Tuesday this week,
I
too.
do have a female on Tuesday, yeah. First non girlfriend female on the new channel.
I mean,
Should
by
be
girlfriend,
interesting.
you mean boyfriend, right?
Oh,
No,
I
'cause it's a new
wish.
channel.
No, oh.
Anyway, we've got some stuff we can talk about politically this week, and then
Yeah.
you know, like we've said, it's mostly a political show. So hopefully the guest will show up and she'll be able to talk with us about American politics from an outsider's perspective. But I guess where should we start? Let's start on one that doesn't seem to it's just a random one. So reports are coming out of North Korea that Kim Jong-un is likely to name his daughter as his heir apparent.
I
What do
mean,
you think of that?
does that surprise anyone? I mean, honestly,
It
I didn't
surprises me that he
realize.
thinks she's not going to get killed by her aunt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't even realize he had a daughter. But yeah, I thought his sister would be the heir apparent. Honestly,
Right. That's why I think the daughter's aunt is the one likely to kill her.
yeah. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, Mad, we were talking about it a little bit before we started.
Yeah.
You don't think she has much chance of,
No.
of lasting very long either.
No, because I don't know what their culture is like, but I get the feeling they're probably not the biggest fans of women. in the
Well, no,
country?
I mean, okay, I just remember his sister being kind of an evil bitch, and everybody was simping for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
she's a psycho.
yeah, she's a psycho. So the fact that she offs her when he dies, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. So, yeah.
Well, we were talking about it when we were talking about it before. I guess the worry would be if North Korea gets thrown into any kind of real turmoil
Coup.
or a successor situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely. I mean, you've got nuclear weapons that who knows what they do with them. They're crazy over there. I mean, Kim Jong Un, I think, has been somewhat manageable because of his Western education.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard enough about the rest of the family members to know what
Nuh-uh, not
what
a
is
clue.
going on with them.
He doesn't have any sons.
I guess not.
He,
Or maybe
I mean,
they're younger.
there had to be plenty of babies around there. They could he could went and picked one out. Who's gonna tell him no?
Brom, you're typing as me now.
I didn't mean. I didn't know I was. I cleared it up.
That's funny.
Yes, it
That's-
is.
That's funny. I was
So,
like, wow,
yeah.
that's impressive. Bravo was typing while chatting. Oh, it was Matt all
Yes,
along.
while actually speaking at that same exact time.
Yeah.
I guess we could hit some of the stuff from last week since we really didn't. What are you guys thinking about the Olympians that are shitting all over the U.S. during the press conferences?
I don't think they should be allowed to be part of the Olympics on the U.S. I mean, if that's how you're going to be.
It feels as though they are just using our country as a platform for whatever to make themselves
Yeah.
more popular or to compete. Because if they really felt so strongly about the country, you would think that I have no problem with people criticizing the country.
Yeah, it's
But
different.
when you're in a position like that, though, you may want to stick with the positive things because you're promoting the country, our country, to the
okay,
world.
all right. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with criticizing your country, but
Right?
if you're going to be representing the country, you shouldn't be out there shitting on it.
No, agreed.
Especially if part of the way you're doing that is saying, "Yeah, I don't represent the U.S. I
Yeah, that's
represent me
retarded.
and my family and my friends." It's like, no,
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
not how it works at all. And a lot of taxpayer money goes into helping you get to this dream.
Wait, does it really?
Sure, a lot of your money does too.
We pay
Well,
for that
the
shit?
USOC? I'm sure we pay for the USOC.
I am now in the opinion that we should no longer participate in the Olympics. One, we already know we're going to win everything. So, you know what I mean? If there was a challenge, like back in the day when it was Russia and America and they were allowed to cheat so that they could beat us, that's the only way they could, you know, that was something. But now, who's out there? Who's a threat? Who? Spain? That look of Spain. I'll be right back. I got to get food.
I'm just going to say
Well-
that your avatar looks like there's a penis on your shirt. Just throwing that out there, Mad.
Your face looks like a penis on it. I'll be back.
Is that the best you could do, buddy?
Yeah, he's scrambling to
I'm
get his dinner.
the oven's about to go off.
Is it going to explode? You get some more burns there, man.
No, the problem is he streams from his kitchen.
That's
That's
probably.
why he's never on camera anymore. He's not allowed to just have the green screen set up in the kitchen at all times. Taking it well, I mean, Shredda doesn't really cook, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But he claims that she thinks it is.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, the Olympics is not the place to bring up the politics of your country. It's the place to just go and say, "I'm proud to represent my country."
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. The idea that they're just going out there and shitting on the country is kind of retarded. It's like, you shouldn't have been picked then.
Yeah, and McCracken brings up a good point as well. I'm pretty sick of the U.S. journalists being the ones trying to egg it on,
Mm-hmm.
just because they don't like Trump or what's
What
going on.
do
with
you
ICE
think of
doesn't mean-
ICE?
Yeah, don't force them to answer these questions.
You know, some of them could just say, "Hey, I don't think it's a very appropriate question for you to ask me." I mean, it's about the Olympics and shit like that.
And that's pretty much what you get with the ones who are smarter about it.
Yeah.
They basically say, I'm here to represent my country. I hope we do well.
Yep.
It's the ones that have the very strong TDS feelings that are the ones that are like, yeah, ask me. I'll be happy to answer. So overall, the Olympics has been interesting so far. At least on the hockey side, it looks like we're going to get a huge medal game between Canada and U.S. They're both just stomping everybody that comes in front of them, which isn't a surprise after the Four Nations last year. We kind of saw that they're in a league of their own. But I did watch Miracle today because I hadn't ever seen it. And I have to go on a show tomorrow to talk about Miracle. So I figured I should probably watch the movie. And yeah, I think the Olympics changed a lot for the U.S. when we started letting our professionals go and play. Because even with hockey, this is the first time since 2014 that we've let the NHLers go.
I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that.
Well, it leveled the playing field with countries like Russia. Because Russia basically was fielding their pros.
Oh, okay. Well,
back at the time of Miracle,
okay, that's
we had
different.
the NHL, and Russia was just a powerhouse over there. They were beating the NHL All-Stars, their national team. So, because they've got the KHL and other leagues over there as well. So,
and antibiotic steroids.
Anabolic steroids.
Yeah,
those two. They have both
antibiotic steroids.
They have
yeah, man, they got different things.
Steroids. Yeah.
And they got all those computers to help them lift weights, like in Rocky IV.
Super penicillin. Probably comes in handy in the Olympic Village.
100%.
Against those STDs, yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's usually a lot of stuff happening in the village because you've got all these people in prime shape and youthful age getting together all in one place.
And you would think that they'd be more careful about just letting their essence, fall on the floor or whatever. Like, you're going to need that, bro. You're about to compete.
Well, certain sports, you're not supposed to do anything within a few days of the sport. Yeah.
Yeah, boxing.
Is that really a thing? I mean, I always hear about it, but
that's something they really do.
Why?
I would think it's a superstition.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that never went away. There was Victor Ortiz. He got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather. Leading up to it, they were doing like the behind the scenes or whatever as they're training and stuff. Homeboy drank his own urine, and that was because it was it was something that he did for an edge in competition.
That just reminds me of Beer Fest and them drinking the Rams urine.
Yeah. Rams piss.
If you can drink that, you can drink anything.
Yep.
But, you said something mad I was going to respond to. But then you said something crazier, so now I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. Sometimes they come up in like pretty quick succession. So, yeah.
Wrench, you could dodge ball.
Yeah, so there was. Oh, I mean, there could be a scientific reason behind it. There's been lots of studies going on into semen retention because it takes the male body so much to produce it that it is amino acids and stuff. It may actually be better staying in every now and then.
Welcome back to Jish Talk with Brahma Comics and Mad.
Well, you asked if there was a scientific reason, or Comix asked, so I'm giving what could be a scientific reason.
It just sounds more like superstition to me, more so than anything else.
Yeah. So the other one we didn't really hit last week, have you guys paid any attention to the Nancy Guthrie crap?
I don't think I heard about it.
Savannah Guthrie's mom, the kidnapping. How have you avoided that one for 2 weeks?
No.
That one happened on January 31st.
Yeah, it's everywhere too, man. I don't really understand why. I feel bad.
No, I missed
what I mean?
one.
That's horrible, but I don't know why it blew up the way it did, though.
Just because of who Savannah Guthrie is.
I don't know who she is.
She's a host on USA Today or whatever.
I think you did mention that. Yeah, you briefly mentioned that.
Yeah, but they just keep sending out like SWAT to different places, and then nothing happens. I mean, they keep acting like they've got something going on, and then we just find out, yep,
False alarm.
It wasn't him.
Yeah, there
But,
was that Uber,
it's
that
weird.
DoorDash guy that got picked up.
Yeah, that was the first one. But I mean, she's on a lot of heart medication, from what I understand. So chances are she's probably not still with us. But
Huh.
it's just weird that they've got a video of the guy, and they still can't seem to figure out how to get anything really going on this.
What's up, Zax?
And then you had a whole bunch of ransom notes asking for Bitcoin, and they all seem to have been completely faked. So I don't know. Bush is saying they weren't allowed to investigate the house for 7 days. They didn't give the ransom note to the cops, and they had nothing until after they found doorbell footage. I mean, I think a lot of people think that it's the brother-in-law or Nancy's son-in-law, because it just seems shady, and they just keep going and re-interviewing the sister and the brother-in-law. The FBI does. So
Maybe they know something we don't, which is probably everything.
yeah, well, like Greg Gutfeld was saying, if you're the family, you automatically should be just taking the polygraph test. Just, even though it's not court admissible.
Yeah, I was going to say
beat a
polygraphs aren't
polygraph
reliable,
test.
but yeah.
Yeah, but at least it gets some of the suspicion off of the family, because, kidnappings and a lot of the murders tend to be a family member.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
And it's or somebody known to the victim. So I would think you would want that shade off of you real quick.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty weird, man.
It's kind of captured the national imagination just because of Savannah being involved, as not as somebody who is doing something, but making videos at pleading for, the mother to be returned, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I think the country likes, even if it's a little bit grimdark, likes having a national mystery to follow.
Mysteries are cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like some type of pet to help you solve them.
Yeah. Like a Scooby.
Uh-huh.
See, Matt adjusted his avatar to get the penis shadow off his chest.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Dark people.
Yeah, grimdark. 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, let me queue up this video and we'll play it real quick, because it's a little bit of a long one, but I don't know how many people got to watch Rubio over at the Munich conference. But dude is probably the most effective person in the cabinet at both being effective and actually being able to communicate any of the America First stuff. So I figured we'd watch. It's a little bit longer clip. It's like 4 minutes long, but he's so good at it. So let's fire it up with clips with this one.
Okay.
For 5 centuries before the end of the Second World War, the West had been expanding. Its missionaries, its pilgrims, its soldiers, its explorers pouring out from its shores to cross oceans, settle new continents, build vast empires extending out across the globe. But in 1945, for the first time since the age of Columbus, it was contracting. Europe was in ruins. Half of it lived behind an iron curtain, and the rest looked like it would soon follow. The great Western empires had entered into terminal decline, accelerated by godless communist revolutions and by anti-colonial uprisings that would transform the world and drape the red hammer and sickle across vast swaths of the map in the years to come. Against that backdrop, then as now, many came to believe that the West's age of dominance had come to an end, and that our future was destined to be a faint and feeble echo of our past. But together,
We'll make it
our
just one of the
predecessors
boxes now because we've seen
recognized
what he looks like talking.
that decline was a choice, and it was a choice they refused to make. This is what we did together once before, and this is what President Trump and the United States want to do again now, together with you. And this is why we do not want our allies to be weak, because
Can you
that
pause it?
makes us weaker.
Yep.
We want allies.
All right, can you give me the TLDR on what I've missed? I wasn't listening.
Basically, the history from 1945.
It's talking about the decline of Western civilization.
Europe
yeah.
being decimated during World War II and the rebuild process, and how, you know, the West has just been in, natural decline, or, well, decline from outside sources since, specifically communists.
Who can defend themselves so that no adversary will ever be tempted to test our collective strength. This is why we do not want our allies to be shackled by guilt and shame. We want allies who are proud of their culture and of their heritage, who understand that we are heirs to the same great and noble civilization, and who together with us are willing and able to defend it. And this is why we do not want allies to rationalize the broken status quo rather than reckon with what is necessary to fix it. For we in America have no interest in being polite and orderly caretakers of the West's managed decline.
Hell yeah.
We do not seek to separate, but to revitalize an old friendship and renew the greatest civilization in human history. What we want is a reinvigorated alliance that recognizes that what has ailed our societies is not just a set of bad policies, but a malaise of hopelessness and complacency. An alliance the alliance that we want is one that is not paralyzed into inaction by fear. Fear of climate change, fear of war, fear of technology. Instead, we want an alliance that boldly races into the future. And the only fear we have is the fear of the shame of not leaving our nations prouder, stronger, and wealthier for our children. An alliance ready to defend our people, to safeguard our interests, and to preserve the freedom of action that allows us to shape our own destiny. Not one that exists to operate a global welfare.
Yeah.
Real quick. This is awesome, by the way. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he is.
Who do you prefer to run in for presidency? What?
In 28?
Yeah. And who do you think would win between Vance and Rubio?
I think Vance will run, and Rubio said that he would not run if Vance does.
Okay.
So there you go. That ain't putting a chance with that.
So Rubio has already cleared himself out of the field if Vance does run.
Okay.
According to Rubio, but that's 4 years.
Yeah. Who do you prefer, though? Who would you prefer? Rubio or Vance?
I like Rubio in this role, honestly. I think he's highly effective in his 70-plus jobs.
All right. Who do you think would
And
win?
70+ costumes.
Or who do you think would have the better chance of winning, Rubio or JD Vance?
I think what happens there is JD Vance solidifies Ohio. We don't really need more solidification of Florida. So I think you've got a better chance of keeping most of the same states that Trump won, keeping Ohio in the fold, and only having to worry about, I think either ticket would probably get to 330 or so on the Electoral College votes. But I think either of them could win easily, especially if they're going to put up Newsom or AOC.
Oh, God.
Oh, I think AOC killed it. Like, killed any chance she had with her little thing over there.
Clip. We're going to watch it.
Okay. I won't jump the gun. All right.
Yeah,
I just wanted to break it up a little bit for copyright. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the only reason
You
we're
mean
playing this
people
long
aren't
of a
going to
clip-
vote for her giant communist mommy milkers?
some might, but
Not me, bro.
those are going to be the lesbians. Guys tend to not vote based on looks. That's how you get people like
Gavin
Newsom in office, is women voting for looks. But yeah, since the Munich Security Conference isn't one where we typically get a whole bunch of stuff going on out, coming back over here outside of those of us who stay highly political, I thought this one was important to see in the bigger context because it's like 4 minutes, but it's a great 4 minutes.
State and atone for the purported sins of past generations. An alliance that does not allow its power to be outsourced, constrained, or subordinated to systems beyond its control. One that does not depend on others for the critical necessities of its national life. And one that does not maintain the polite pretense that our way of life is just one among many, and that asks for permission before it acts. And above all, an alliance based on the recognition.
You know he desperately wants to take a drink of water, but that shot him in the foot last time he did an address like this for the what was it, the Republican rebuttal to the State of the Union.
Yeah, I thought that was so
killed
dumb.
His presidential run.
It's like I get it. Okay, you talk a lot, it kind of dries your mouth out. I don't blame him for doing it. I just remember he got so much shit over it. I was like, why? He took us some water. Please.
I know. They'll find anything to pick apart, but
oh my God, did you see he scratched his nose?
Well, that was because of cocaine.
You're not supposed to do anything with your face while you're on camera, but I'm constantly smoking and doing whatever. So
scratch my nose all the time.
Yeah.
The West have inherited together, what we have inherited together is something that is unique and distinctive and irreplaceable. Because this, after all, is the very foundation of the transatlantic bond.
So yeah, Rubio doing a good job up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he pummeled a news reporter. So this one's short, so we'll watch this one too. Kind of like with the Olympics thing, you know, them asking stupid questions. They're trying to force breaks amongst the U.S. and other countries. So this is his response on a question like that.
I believe it was called a row.
You asked him a question in order to, like, see if
Yeah, you need to turn that up.
That's
Oh no, it's up all the way.
Like what we did in Venezuela. That's okay. That was in our national interest. I'm sure there's something he'll do one day that we don't like.
We can
We'll say,
check
"Hey, we
the
didn't like you
captions.
did this." So
Nope.
what? That doesn't mean we're not going to be friends. We're not going to be partners. We're not going to be able to cooperate with one another. Countries express their opinion all the time. We have very close allies that did.
So since it's so quiet, it's basically they're asking him and the other leader who was there. I can't remember who it was, but they're asking them, you know, can you still be friends? Blah blah blah. When you know the U.S. is doing things that other countries are not happy with, specifically the Venezuela thing. And Marco's like, yeah, we've got a lot more that we agree on certain things than we disagree on. So they can not like what we did in Venezuela, but it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're going to police our hemisphere. And
Also, who
Europe
doesn't
can
like it?
suck it?
Other than Venezuela, the government.
Well, you know, the Europeans think that Trump's going to start World War III one way or another. Mostly because of our media.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is it kind of felt like it got pretty close with Biden, the whole thing with Ukraine and Russia. That I don't know, man. I felt like he kept poking the bear a bit.
You felt like who did?
Biden.
Biden? Yeah.
Yeah, poking the bear with between the whole thing with Russia
the
and
whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about that a bit. He invited the whole thing because he kept saying we've got to get Ukraine into NATO.
Yeah.
And that was a hard red line. And then Putin said, no, it's not going to happen, and did the invasion. And we all saw it coming. I mean, we were doing a countdown to the invasion. We knew it was going to happen within a week or two.
Well, I mean, I jokingly said I predicted it in my Cyberpunk game that I wrote like a year before this whole thing happened.
I'll see if this is better, Kitty. Copied, Kitty. Let me check the audio back
Is
here.
that a Brahma bull on your mic?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's one of my stickers.
I never got one of your stickers.
Sounds like a
Well,
personal
I had a
problem
whole
to me.
stack of them every time we've been in a meetup. So the one time, and then the bro over.
Wow. I'm just some guy, huh?
Yeah,
Well, you can
pretty
get
much.
them at the meetup like everyone else. Stand in line, you.
Yeah,
Or
because
you,
they're so
or you
often
could have
aligned
just
for me.
asked one.
I didn't know they existed until right now.
Yeah, I've had the stickers since the first Dallas, or no, since the first Vegas or second Vegas meeting.
First I'm
Meetup.
hearing of it.
Well, everybody's got one.
Comix, do you have stickers you haven't told me about?
Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
behind.
there's one right behind them.
God
Right there.
dang it!
So
I've
is
had those
Tox,
ever since
and
the
so is
meetup.
Quarter Black Garrett.
Yeah. And Toxic Man Flu.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
if you want, I can give you one because
Nah, that's all right. I wouldn't do anything with it.
Classic
Weird, 'cause
Mad.
We also have posters.
Reflect.
It's just I just want to be included. That's all.
Matt didn't even get a poster when he was included on the poster.
Yeah, I didn't get a poster. Yeah, but I signed a couple in Dallas.
Yeah. So I guess the most logical place to move on from there is the most ineffective person at her job and at communicating what her job is. So we'll take a look at this quick comparison between Rubio and Bondi and how Bondi's hearing went compared to how Rubio was handling things over there. So let me grab that one and pull it up.
Why is
'Cause
Trump
Mad, you
not
were
gotten rid of her yet?
especially happy with Bondi, weren't you?
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing, bro. Dude,
She really is bad at her job.
very
why,
bad.
why does Trump keep her around? I mean,
I don't know.
besides
I have no
the fact that
idea.
she's a semi-attractive blonde, but
I think because it has something to do with her going, he's the best president in the history of our country.
probably.
Yeah, he does like praise. And I think he's doing stuff more dealing with our international stuff and our economy and just really isn't paying attention to a whole lot of the stuff that is going on at the attorney general level because they're not investigating him right now. So here's Bondi during the hearing.
Can't hear it.
Can't. Yeah. Well, I have live preview muted, so
I don't.
I do.
Okay, we'll try it again. See if this fixes everything.
I could have finished
There
my
we
go.
answer. There were more than 500 attorneys and reviewers who
Okay.
assisted
All right, okay.
with the. They asked the question and they don't want an answer.
That answers my question,
Congressman,
ma'am.
the
The
protection of all
identity
victims
of the victims
are
is so
protected.
very
You are
important.
protected under. Do you want me to answer or do you want to interrupt? I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Yeah, I already told you that.
Can
This
I
is
fin-
where he's listed as a
Can I finish
co-conspirator.
my answer? Come on.
Oh, my
Let me
God.
finish my answer.
Yeah.
We corrected that within 40
It just gets on your
minutes.
skin.
He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
reclaiming-
He was
reclaiming
listed
my
I'm
time.
going to answer this
That's
question.
not the
Reclaiming my time.
fucking question.
Mr. Chairman.
And
Wow.
it's her go-to on everything.
No,
Am I
that
not gonna be
or
allowed to answer it? I mean,
it's that or it's whataboutism. Well, why didn't you ask so and so this question back in whatever year? Or why didn't you do
the
this?
Epstein files. Nobody questioned Biden or
The-
Garland about the Epstein files. It's like,
The Dow is
They
over
didn't.
50,000.
yes, that was the worst part. When
My God.
They ask her a question about the Epstein files, and she goes, "The Dow is over 50,000 this morning. Why aren't we talking about that?" It's like, well, because your job as the Attorney General has nothing to do with what Scott Bessent's job is, taking care of finance.
How this works. Chairman,
Because I
may I
have
give my
another
answer
question.
on that?
Here's
It's a political
the question.
joke, and I need to give my answer on that.
let's-
Yeah,
These
but
are
not for the
obviously
reason you think it
improper
is.
redactions.
And let me
to
stop for a
protect-
minute.
I'm talking. I'm
If they're
talking.
not privileged,
Quiet.
don't yell at me. If they're not
Chairman, would you
privileged,
stop the
Even though
clock?
you
This is on your
used-
time. It's not on Mr.
If they're
Goldman.
not
Even though you
privileged,
used
if
your
we review them
improper
and they're not-
redactions.
You'll like my answer.
God.
I worry that you are playing fast and loose with
And just
our
for
nation.
comparison,
I just gave you
And let me
testimony
just
here.
say, I just want to conclude by
Yeah, but I just gave you testimony of how well things are moving forward, not as fast
Yeah,
as
but
everybody
you
would like.
also said
So
that in 6 or 9 months, if things don't go well, you're going to have to do something else. And the president's already said that he's not ruled out the military option. And you've also just said that, yes, we are at war. The president has
But
wartime
every
powers.
president retains
so
the power to use military to
It's reasonable for me
protect-
to ask you.
And I gave you a very specific example. Every president retains the right to defend the United States against an imminent threat. Yes, if there are just give you an example, Iranian drones deployed in Venezuela that could threaten the United States, we most certainly will address that, even if it's located in Venezuela. But we hope we don't get to that point. We don't expect to get to that point.
I don't think that-
We're not trending in that direction. That's a fact.
He communicates and he directly answers the question and even gives an example.
Yeah. And he didn't bring up the NFL scores or weather or anything other than something related.
The stock market, nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, Zach.
She
Why
really
aren't
is
you asking about the weather?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's Bob with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way of arguing is so completely ineffective. And
It is.
I mean, it starts to sound like the same thing that was going on with the first Trump Biden debate,
Mm-hmm.
where it was just step all over each other the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes it. It doesn't get across anything.
No. And what's really sad though, she knew what they were going to answer because they tracked everything they looked at when they were in the skiff or whatever, looking at all the files. They tracked every single search that they conducted, so they know what they're wanting to ask her about. And she's still like, well, yeah, well, what about this? What about this
Yeah.
entirely other thing?
Well, since it seems you read that report, do you want to fill
Oh.
everybody in on what was going on with that, Mad?
Oh, okay. That boy, Chad needs to hurry up and get back here. Basically, yeah, when they went in, when they allowed the Congress men and women, I'm not gonna say people, that's so stupid, come into the secured room or whatever to do the search in the completely unredacted, although there was still some redactions. Anyway,
With 4
Epstein
whole
files.
computers in a
Yeah.
small closet room.
Yeah, yeah, and the FBI or whoever set it up to where they tracked every single search that they conducted, so they knew exactly what they looked up, what they were looking at, for how long, blah 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 blah. Right? And she had during this hearing, she had it looked like a detective's wall with a red string, because he had the faces of all the Congress people with lines connecting them to what they looked up and shit. So
You know,
yeah.
everybody's first search was for their name.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Every single one.
I kind of
What
don't
have they
blame
actually
them. I
got
would
on me?
too.
Don't blame them at all either, because there's so much of it.
Yeah,
The
There's
people
something
were
about me
talking
in here. Oh, well, holy
Yeah, but
shit.
if you've got nothing to worry about, you shouldn't have to worry about it.
just out of curiosity though, because there's so much about
general curiosity.
yeah, because there's so much that has nothing to do with the actual crimes, but they were just talking shit about people.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, because what was it? Was it actually confirmed that Trump was in there, but as an informant, the Epstein files?
Trump was one of the first to call the police and
Yeah.
be actively working with the police against Epstein back in, what was that, 06?
Right.
Yeah.
That
Joe
also when
Rogan
he
was in
kicked
there
him out
'cause
of
he-
Mar-a-Lago.
Joe Rogan was in there because he didn't want to meet Epstein. You know, so yeah, there's plenty of reasons why you would just want to do a quick search of yourself.
Just to see, yeah.
Yeah, mad cheese.
Because okay, so this is interesting. The guy John Popola, Dad Saves America, that's his YouTube channel. He's actually in there too, because somebody watched a video that he did. He did like an epic rap battle type thing, like for like PBS, and it was brought up in the Epstein files for some reason. I guess Epstein watched it and people were talking about it. So it's shit like that. I mean, he's like has no association whatsoever with Epstein, but his name is actually in there. It's kind of weird because of this video that he did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's going to be lots of, if they've got every communication that he had on his computer, his email, his text, everything, there's of course going to be some stuff that's just completely benign.
Yeah.
That's going to be included in 3 million files.
And I think this was the issue with releasing everything to begin with, because you release all of it out there and people are like, oh yeah, well, you're in the Epstein files. Look at why I'm in there. You know what I mean? It's because I didn't want to meet him. It was in a, you get what I'm saying? But still, you're in the
fact that
Epstein
he was
file.
making contact with almost every powerful person in the U.S.
Right.
and in other governments says that if you had any amount of power or fame, chances are you're going to be in the Epstein files.
Yep.
Because he tried to contact anybody he thought that he could do any kind of work with.
Yeah.
Talks for $2 says it's my dream panel. And for another $2, Chad can take his time. Mad's got this.
Wow. Oh boy.
That's
So you were going to say something, Mad? Sorry.
I don't know. I think that's what bothers me most. Is just this. They think of it as this, for lack of a better term, like a trump card. Like, you know what I mean? If they're fighting with you about something, and they have no comeback to be like, yeah, well, you're in the Epstein files. What the fuck?
Right.
Yes, because I said I didn't want to meet him, or he watched my YouTube channel at Matt's new channel, and he commented on it. He hated it though, which means you'll love it.
He hated it though, which means you'll love it. Yep. But yeah, I mean the whole thing. Everybody had already said before this, a lot of innocent people's names are going to get thrown into the mix if you just willy-nilly release everything. And there was never like a client list is what we're actually finding out. It's not like the little black book was just a client list. We don't even know what the situation was still. Were people being trafficked just to Epstein, or were other people taking part? And I haven't been paying a whole bunch of attention to it because everything that I see is just people mudflinging across the aisle.
Yeah.
And half of it is completely refutable.
Yeah.
Like everything that came out about Trump at that first day was all secondhand reports. There were some even from Australia saying that he did this and this and this. And every one of them, they interviewed the person or tracked them down. And these are like tip lines. Anytime you open up a tip line or give any kind of reward, you get all the crazies coming out saying that they know something or that they did it themselves. Because
you heard about
there are so many times when people will turn themselves in for a crime
they didn't commit
when they couldn't possibly have done it.
Did you? Yeah, about the driver that he used to drive a limo for Trump or whatever. It said he overheard all these things that were being said. It was during the hearing
about that one.
Yeah, it was during the hearing. I forgot how.
I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I couldn't bear listening to her.
Yeah, and they were like, "Why haven't you spoke to him yet?" I don't know. I was wondering if y'all had more information on that.
Yeah. Nope. Nothing. Ooh, Mad, you get to read this one.
Is Matt the official super chat reader now? Oh boy. Does this mean we have a 4-way tie for the retard reader position between him, Gary, Jeremy, and Beardo? Hell, chat. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I don't know. Deeple, based on how I just read it, what do you think?
Sounds like you're pretty fucking retarded to me, man.
Well, I have a brain injury, bro.
Well, I'm dyslexic. What's your excuse?
Serving the country.
Thought you were just lit on fire.
No, I had no. What the fuck? I was knocked out. I woke up. I'm on fire when I came to. Plus, there was other explosions. Yeah, I have traumatic brain injury. Bullshit. That's why I have to take my meds and stuff.
He got exploded multiple times.
Yeah.
Makes sense now. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I have a speech impediment now and all kinds of dumb shit from it.
Which is why I always correct him when he says a word wrong.
It's so much fun.
It makes him mad. Like antibiotic steroids.
That's not what it is, Brahma, you dummy.
Jesus talks.
What?
He's just texting me during the show.
Oh,
was it about me?
No.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like it was about me.
Yeah, it totally was about you. Here, I'll read it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll read it to him.
Okay.
He says, Mad can make millions selling his spunk art.
I could though.
Only in our text message chains.
Yep. That wasn't in our text message chain, unfortunately.
So
he texts me back. So well, Matt could do his spunk art. It's on fire.
Okay, see, that's anti-American.
Well, since we brought up AOC, we'll watch her
I swear, I thought
completely break down.
I thought you were going to say since we brought up spunk.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to get us off of that one for the podcast listeners. So, the Dems are getting worried about her possibility of stepping up in 2008 because of this exchange.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
You know, I think that this is such a.
How are you not prepared for this?
This is a. This is, of course, a very long-standing policy of the United States.
Wow.
And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point.
Okay, pause it.
Yep.
A incorrect answer is better than no answer at all.
Yes.
Fair.
Being unburdened by what has been
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a better answer than just babbling for almost.
Think stupid, think stupid, think.
How-
That's what's running through her
Especially
head
on
right
a
now.
question that every politician that has any hopes of ever trying to be president has been asked.
How
What
did
is the
they
stance
not
gonna be
prep
on
her?
China and Taiwan?
She has to have people who are like, okay, here is what we're expecting them to ask about. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Here's the list of questions. we
And it's
anticipate.
not like it's something new. It's not a new development. This question has been around for a long time.
Yeah, it has.
We'll let her finish her babbling.
That we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
That's so dumb.
Well, the question arose.
She just couldn't answer it.
Right. We're going to stand firm on what we have been doing, unburdened by what can happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
my.
yeah, they're kind of freaking out about that. Because,
Why?
Because she's in the Kalshi markets. It's basically her and Newsom right now. And that's who they think is going to be the front runner for the Democrat
Newsom would be
Party.
a better choice for them.
I don't know about that.
You don't think he would have more of a chance of winning than AOC?
No. I don't think either one of them do.
Right, but of
mainly-
the two.
Okay. I honestly, I kind of think AOC might have a better chance. And I don't think that's a very good chance for her, mainly because all you have to do, I mean, we have literally like 6 years of things we could point to and go, look what Gavin Newsom did to fuck up California. All you have to do is play footage of him at that train station where there's all that trash because people went, sorry, not train stations, train yard, where people broke into the trains and stole shit, Amazon packages and whatnot.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't understand how this happened. And basically said, you know, Gavin, I don't know if he's the one who passed it. It doesn't matter. It all it has to say is that basically crimes under $1,000 aren't being punished in California. And have him say, I don't understand how this happened.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
I
his
mean, like,
handling of the fire.
Yeah.
And
And it's
the
not as if
rebuilding afterwards.
there's any numbers out of California economically that would give anybody confidence that he should run the whole show. You know what I mean? Their numbers are horrible. They have so much debt, prices are skyrocketing, and people are fleeing the state. You know.
Mhm.
But AOC is a woman, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there is a good portion of this country that will vote for her just for that reason,
Yeah.
because it's time. And we had
Oh yeah.
Will Ferrell doing a whole thing, a whole speech with, isn't it? Don't you guys just think it's time that we had women take over everything?
No.
Because we haven't been
Why?
doing a good job of anything.
No, all I have to do is point to what's going on with the suicidal / toxic empathy crap that's going on
Yes.
from the awfuls and say, I rest my case.
Yeah.
No, they're worse. They're worse than men.
What I find funny is political power is given to women. Men earn it. Political power is given to women because we grant it to them.
Mhm.
It was men who did the 19th. May have been a mistake, but it was granted to the women by
Maybe.
the men.
Yeah.
There was women fighting against it. Like, no, this is a horrible idea. Have you ever met one of us?
Yes.
No, that's not the reason why. They didn't want the responsibility that came with it.
Yeah, I know.
With
Yeah.
it. which is the reason why they're like, okay, we won't give you the responsibility. You could be absolved of that responsibility, which was a huge fucking mistake.
And throughout history, men have been the ones who have put their lives on the line.
Yeah.
Primarily in order to win political power.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
I mean, there's nothing that says, yeah, just because we should have a female president, it doesn't mean that there can't be a good female president.
Right.
But we have not had a candidate that has been a good candidate to be a female president.
Correct. We don't have that chick from
That's
Japan.
why they're losing. Yeah. Oh, did you hear what she's doing?
No, what's she doing now?
It's news back from November, but yeah, she has basically said, yes, we will be granting no more licenses in Japan for Muslim cemeteries.
Oh. Yeah, I did see that.
We are going to stick to we're going to burn the bodies the way we have always done in Japan. And if you want to be buried, then we'll ship your body back to where you came from. So, yeah, you do have instances of very capable, good women leaders.
Yeah.
The U.S. the Democrat Party will just put up a woman just to say they're putting up a woman. That's how we got Kamala. I mean, that's how we got her as a VP. That's how we got Ketanji Brown Jackson as a Supreme Court justice.
Who's nailing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nailing it to the wall, buddy.
Smartest woman in the room.
I'm partially I'm glad that she's there because it's so entertaining. Whenever she says something,
it's the freaking Supreme Court of the United States of America.
True, there is a downside to it,
and she will be there for the next 30 years.
Ugh.
It's not going to be funny at some point, and I don't know how many more Broadway plays she'll, go and perform in during this time, or how many more times she'll show up to like the Golden Globes and then cheer on a whole bunch of people being anti half of the country. Because that should be disqualifying for her right off the bat.
Yeah.
Anything with ICE, she should be disqualified since she was standing up and giving an ovation to people saying that we need to stop ICE. Not very Supreme Court justice-y.
No, it's not. But it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, someday we'll probably have a female president.
Hopefully it'll be a competent
one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And the thing with Newsom is Newsom would do a lot more damage than I think AOC would.
Yeah, I don't think
know,
AOC,
man. I think both of them are pretty horrible. I
do too, but I don't think AOC is competent enough to do the damage that she would want to do. I don't think she's politically savvy enough.
She's far more progressive towards the socialist communist side, whereas Newsom, yeah, he's a liar and a thief and just a typical politician, but he's closer to the old Democrat standards than AOC is. Although that would still be a lot of damage to the country.
Well, I think both either way would not be good.
Yeah. 2028 is going to be a big one because once we get through the 2028 presidency, then we've got the census.
Well,
and I think we're going to see major changes in this country due to the census.
Maybe. Well, the thing that concerns me, and this is something I don't like, I don't want one party to have control, mainly because when a party gains control and basically, like California's a really good example, right? It's a Democratic stronghold.
Yeah, they've got one party rule.
Yeah, we don't want one party rule, but I am definitely afraid of Democrats getting power again at this point, mainly because of the fact that of what we've been seeing. A lot of them saying we need to put people on lists. We need to find out who voted for Trump in our neighborhood.
Oh yeah, and they're like, I forgot who it was questioning somebody with ICE and was are you not concerned that when Trump is finally out of power that you're going to be held responsible for all the shit that you have done? I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
It's like
they've said it to Holman. They've even said it to Bondi, and Bondi's being completely ineffective. The View even came out and said, I think it was Joy Behar, Well, Bondi's just saying these things because she's running scared because she knows that she's going to be doing prison time after
For what?
whatever they decide. Apparently,
Yeah. But well, it's that's the thing. It's obviously they're going to come for the politicians first, but eventually they'll come for the rest of the
Yeah.
country.
right? Because the whole point of the left right now is to tear down the country, get rid of the Constitution, and replace it with what they want, which is communism.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, with them, as we've talked about, with them siding with Islam, even though Islam would typically be considered more right because it's a religious theocracy, they'll side with them to get the downfall of the U.S. accomplished, and
Well,
then it'll just
yeah,
be
the Omni
last man
cause.
standing between them and the left
Yeah.
on who gets to rewrite what this country becomes.
Mm.
You guys have an answer for this one?
None of the
Donnie or
above.
Hassan. Yeah.
That's close, man. I don't know, bro. It would be interesting to see the VP like streaming on Twitch from the
Well, Hassan Piker's not
White
gonna run
House.
for office, dude. I mean,
I know.
he's a
Shocking
fucking champagne socialist. Okay, let's
Yeah.
be honest.
I mean, almost everyone that claims to be a socialist is a champagne socialist.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, he profits because of capitalism, right?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about Mom Donnie, honestly, yet.
Well, he grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Well, both
enough
of them
to
did.
Go to
Yeah.
great university.
Yeah.
Have a rapping career,
Right.
and
I mean, I know
everything
a
he's
little
done
bit
is-
about the guy, but not as much. I think I know more about Hassan Piker than more so than Mom Donnie. I just know right now that New York is a shit show, and
Yep.
you know, and it was funny because when the whole thing with the snow piling up and people were saying, "How is this Mom Donnie's fault?" It's like, well, he's the fucking mayor. First off, buck stops there.
Yeah.
And then all the homeless people were freezing. Well, how is this his fault?
Yeah.
Because he
'Cause
won't let them clear out the homeless people camps so they can sit out there and they freeze.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing too. The actual Justice Warrior was talking about is the fact that under Adams and I guess on previous mayors during the winter they'd clear out those camps because you know it's too fucking cold, and
Yeah.
people started freezing to death because Mom Donnie's like, oh, we'll just let them stay there.
And then
I guess he's letting the problem solve itself. I guess.
oh, you know what? Maybe we were wrong about him. Maybe there's a long con here. Maybe he's playing chess. We just don't see it yet.
Well, okay, so this is part of the problems with the whole homeless situation in any city, right? There's a lot of people that should not be on the street, mainly because there's something wrong with them.
Right.
And that was like one of the big things that happened. I know Reagan gets blamed for this, but I think it's more than just Reagan. But we used to have asylums. We used to put people in there, especially people that, you know, had fucked up mental faculties, and you know we put them in there, but it cost a lot of money. I don't know why we got rid of them, and we threw open the doors and kicked all those people out. And now they're on the street, and that's an issue.
Because in the history of asylums, they tended to not be the best places for certain people.
Well,
Because
yeah, I mean,
there was
sometimes
a
for
lot of-
anyone.
they were doing a lot of stuff in the asylums
We-
that would not be looked upon.
Well, I mean,
there's obviously there was a lot of bad stuff that happened in asylums, right?
Yeah.
we know a
you
lot more
were-
about mental illness now, though. Too.
And
You-
on Matt's new channel, History Interrupted on Tuesday, we covered the history of lobotomies. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, but that's the
And that
problem
wasn't that
though.
long ago.
No.
There are some people out there that want to be homeless that aren't crazy. Okay.
Right.
And it's like, all right, leave those people alone.
Yeah.
But the problem is you can't have people squatting in parks, dude. I mean, there's San Antonio is usually pretty good about cleaning some of the shit up, but you've gone down 410 before, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
The 410 I-10 interchange.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Okay. So you've seen that there's constantly like somebody squatting
Yeah.
on the side of the road, right? Because we have these trees that back up against basically it's like a retaining wall, because it's like you have the highway here, and then you have like it's not an overpass, it's just an elevated lane, and eventually it goes down, and so there's like a retaining wall there, but there's trees, right, to make things look nice. And so homeless people start building shelters behind those trees, and there's trash everywhere. And occasionally the police will come, clean everything out, get rid of these people, and they'll just come back. And it's the same thing with I-10 as you get closer to Haven for Hope. There's a lot of homeless people because Haven for Hope is a homeless shelter, but there's a lot of homeless people that don't want to go to Haven for Hope.
Right.
Because they have a no drug policy. So they end up squatting out these parks that are around the area, and it just looks awful. And it's like, I wouldn't want to take my kid there.
Yeah. Well, luckily our mayor probably is on top of it.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Her.
Oh, her. Sorry. My bad.
I don't remember her name.
Paying attention to those local politics. Is that better on these sound levels? I guess
now you're
Windows
louder than
decided
us.
to move me down again.
Now you're too loud.
No, you're fine.
Yay. Well, I was trying to find which setting it was anytime I wasn't talking, because Windows hasn't done anything to my audio in a long time. It's been like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. I have mine locked on the wavelength from Elgato to where it won't allow anything to adjust it.
Well, I have
the Beacon app's not supposed to let it either, and this is the first time it's done it in months.
Yeah, I have Wave XLR, and it's constantly fucking with my audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, XLR as well.
Copy that as high as I can figure out how to bump it.
I mean, you sound fine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. Just mute Mad. Okay, Boosh.
Maybe.
What? Who? Where? I'll ban them.
You've already proven that you're not, you don't have a window open to be chatting or moderating anything, because you chatted as me from back here. They have nothing to fear from you, Mad. So let's move on to the main topic, I guess, the Save Act.
Don't?
So the House has finally got the Save Act passed, and the Senate, from all reports, we've got the 51 votes needed to pass it, with J.D. Vance's tiebreaker vote.
Mm.
So the only thing standing in the way is the zombie filibuster.
Mm.
So this is what we've been talking about for weeks. They've got to force a talking filibuster or a standing filibuster, and then they've got to outlast them. Whether Thune will do that, I don't know. He's getting a ton of pressure. And I would suggest everybody go email or call Thune's office and put pressure on him, because this is an important one.
Mm-hmm.
Getting voter ID for elections is huge.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which
it's
means-
racist,
so-
though.
It's not going to happen.
Well, it's also apparently now sexist. So
Of
it's not
course.
just,
that's right.
it's not just that blacks are too stupid to get an ID. Now it's, well, women are too stupid to update their information after they get married or divorced, so you're disenfranchising them. And this talking point, it's been out there for a few months, but it's now hitting everywhere. That's all they've been talking about, is the disenfranchisement of women.
You
because
act
they
as
get
though
their names changed.
you act as though that in the past women have been able to have both a birth certificate and a different name on their marriage license, and somehow figured out how to vote.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
So absurd.
So that's the line of attack that the Democrats are going
Don't worry,
with
ladies.
is-
I got you. I'm your defense.
Yeah. Mad's going to protect you.
Yep. Verbally. I'm not going to get in no fight over
And he's
you.
also never going to make another woman change their name.
No, God, no.
Why is that mad?
Why? Because I've already done that once.
Oh, okay. Did not work out for him?
And it got changed.
No.
back,
She's still
right?
around. No, of course not. It didn't work out.
But yes, this would be the filibuster that the Democrats have said that they will remove day one as soon as they get power again. So
What, the standing filibuster or the zombie filibuster?
no, they'll just nuke the filibuster altogether.
Okay.
I mean, getting rid of the zombie filibuster essentially does the same thing, except you still force a filibuster the way it used to be, where you had to hold the floor to keep a vote from happening, instead of it being held in cloture indefinitely just from the threat. Copied so based. They can take care of that by not letting women vote in the first place. That would do it. Get rid of the illegal votes and get rid of the women's vote. And yeah, you basically run red for the next 60 to 90 years.
What couldn't you just take care of it by saying that you have to own property to have the right to, or some type of, you have to pay taxes?
Yeah, my thing has always been you must be a taxpayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You have
Which
to
would
have
cut
some
me
skin in the
out.
game.
So I would add an or veteran, because I'm not paying taxes. Fuck that shit. That's how they get you.
Yes, I mean we've talked about that. Citizenship grants or service grants citizenship.
Citizenship, yeah. Service
You know,
guarantees citizenship.
the Starship Troopers way of things.
Yeah.
But no, I think you could definitely look at adding that along with you must be a taxpayer, and then you don't have as many people. Get off of PGA Tour, Mad.
Who are you talking to right now?
You.
That's not me. But somebody else has my account. I've been hacked. Help, chat. I'm under attack.
Of course he is.
But that gets you away from the whole situation of voting for Santa Claus that Rush always talked about. Because there is a large portion of the left that will just constantly vote Democrat because the Democrats are Santa Claus. They give them whatever they want. And
Also, how would you know I was on something if you weren't on it already?
because it's popping up a notification in the corner of my computer that said, Matt is playing PGA Tour 2025.
Well, your computer's lying to you, bro. I'm not even online on Steam. Check my status.
Yep. So, I mean, that we talked about it a little bit on George's show earlier with Verbal, but I mean, the way the Democrat Party has kept kind of the black vote completely with them since the 50s, when the black families were actually doing pretty good right up until the Democrat Party said we should figure out a way to split these people up. And they added you added the welfare, where basically if the father was in the home, you didn't get your money. So all the fathers left. Then they put all the Planned Parenthoods in the neighborhood, the black neighborhoods, primarily.
Yeah.
The Democrat Party has been controlling portions through, you know, just the intersectionality thing forever now. But yeah, Save Act, we've got to get Thune to do something there. I know we're tiny voices, but every email would help.
Indeed. Agreed.
So did you hear about the shooting in Canada? Comix?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, was there anything weird about that?
No, it was a perfectly normal trans shooter.
You have to be careful of those gun persons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've been told by the Canadian media, or just the media in general, that it had completely nothing to do with the shooting. So.
Oh, see, I heard that we'll never know, ever. There's just no way.
So have they found a manifesto yet?
Not that I know of. I don't think they would tell us if they did.
Yeah, Canada, I don't.
Canada's going to be worse than Nashville on something like that.
Yeah.
Nashville, it took what, a year and a half and Steven Crowder to get it released?
Yeah, but we at least knew there was a manifesto.
Sure. All I know about it at this point is what, 10 people were dead, 25 injured, by a woman wearing a dress, a gun person.
Yeah.
Actually a dude, and that they had killed their whole family before they went to the school.
Yeah.
That I
And
wasn't
once
aware
again,
of.
this was a situation of the person returning to a school that they had gone to years before.
I gotta admit, the gun person term, that's crazy. That is something I never thought about. You know what I mean? A gun person.
the gun person and the way in which it came up.
Yeah.
Because the reporter was asking essentially for, well, what's the death toll? And the police chief was like, 10 dead, 25 injured. And then they were like, so does that include the gunman? And he's like, that does include the gun person.
Man, what a wild thing to say. And it sounded like, I mean, it came off so quickly. I feel like that was, he had been thinking about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they probably were prepped not to misgender the gunman. No, I'm sorry, gun person. I didn't mean to misgender the gun person.
Yeah, small time. That story did disappear real quick.
Yeah.
And we're probably not going to hear anything else about it.
We're lifting up the rug and sweeping it underneath.
Did you hear about this kidnapping?
Yep. That's kind of how it played out, because everybody has talked about the kidnapping that Comix didn't hear about.
Yeah.
Jangling fucking keys, man.
Yeah. What else did we have? To be honest with you, I've had a fever for 2 days, so I haven't. I didn't do a whole lot of.
Did you get AIDS
prep
again
for tonight? No, I think it's just lack of sleep.
No, that'll do it to you, man. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the ranch today, and my fucking dog woke me up at it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, randomly barking in the bedroom. It's like, dude, it's like, what the fuck is this about? Gets back in the bed, goes in the covers, stays there for about a minute, gets out, jumps back down, barks again. It's like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? You're fucking retarded, dude.
I don't think that dog's ever going to like me.
No. So, yeah. It's like, this sucks. It's like, I need more sleep.
Yeah, Tree Rock. We talked about the zombie filibuster and the Save Act. I guess with the whole Canada shooting thing, though, that's what, like 7 in a row now that have been trans.
Well, it's really funny. I saw this thing on Twitter. This is it's like the Faces of America, and it's like all these white dudes that committed mass shootings. And it's kind of, and people kept saying, well, that's funny. You left out all these trans shooters. And it was a trans person who posted it.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
Really? Oh, man, that doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't include their own people. Weird.
Yeah, kind of strange.
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole situation with the stats on more violence coming from the right, and then they throw in Islamic violence into the same category as conservative right.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how they do that.
Yeah. But yeah, at what point do we get back to diagnosing this as a mental illness? I know the AMA came out this week. I mean, that's another topic that, is tied to this. After that lawsuit from the detransitioner, basically saying, won the court case against the hospital and the doctors for transitioning them as a minor.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the AMA immediately came out and was like, yeah, we will no longer be saying that it is beneficial to transition children or give them any of these drugs or surgeries.
So real quick, that's
for now until the Democrats in charge.
They didn't lose the case because they transitioned the teenager. It was because that they didn't follow the correct protocol.
Right.
And the doctor and even the psychologist, where they both kind of jumped on that grenade saying, I should have done this. This is, what I mean, where it went wrong. If I would have seen this, I would have never conducted it. So they made sure to separate from them being incompetent or them doing something wrong versus was it wrong to transition the teenager.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, that's a lawsuit that went through and was won, even if it was on, different technicalities.
Right.
But the insurance companies will look at that and say, we've got to change the way we do things if we're going to be paying out major lawsuits to every one of these detransitioners.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to see more of that happening, right?
Yeah, because you're seeing more detransitioners because it was a freaking fad and people were basically brainwashed into it.
Well, it was a fad.
The percentage is still so microscopic of people that had gender dysphoria.
Yeah. Well, it was a fad. And not only that, you had a bunch of doctors and pharmaceutical companies going, we can make a lot of money off of this because we're gonna have
Yeah.
customers for life.
Customers
And
for life.
That's the problem.
Hundreds of thousands a year for one person.
Yeah, and that's fucking sheer fucking evil, man. Sheer fucking evil.
And Copied brought up that it was an autistic child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tends to be the most susceptible to this ideology.
There is a correlation between the
And
We've
it's a
known
shame.
about that for a few years.
Yeah.
Because they're easily persuaded into things.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, they'll just make detransitioning illegal. No, I think this is where it needs to be redefined as mental illness again, and we need to actually what the doctors are doing right now is treating the symptoms rather than curing the disease.
Right. Well, and
we need to get back to curing the disease, which is the mental illness.
Yeah. The other thing too, that's the issue, is the fact that remember you had people discouraging detransitioning when you had people saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about detransitioning." They were ridiculed and basically told not to.
Right.
And that's a huge fucking problem too.
Well, and the whole thing with it doesn't significantly change the percentage of people that follow through with offing themselves after having the surgeries.
Right. That was a big one too.
It says that it's a dysfunction from the beginning, not that there's a way to just get rid of these symptoms without actually looking at the disease and calling it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been one of the most dangerous fads we've seen.
Yeah,
at least
worse than the Tide Pods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I'll take Tide Pods over this crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Bring back the the trend in the 90s, which was, being gay or bi, at least nobody was cutting off their penis or tits as a result of that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know at what point doctors were like, yeah, it sounds like a great idea to cut off perfectly healthy parts of your body. Because if you walked in and said, "Hey, can you remove 3 or 4 fingers?" They're not going to do it.
No. Well, and again, it goes back to the whole ideology bent thing, right? Ideological bent.
Yep.
Which is pretty fucked up, but it's what it is.
I don't know. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to cover this week? I'm trying to go back through the week and think of everything that's gone on. A lot of it was the Munich Act, and a lot of everything I'm seeing is just the Olympics everywhere. It's not a very political week during the Olympics, usually, outside of our own Olympians being idiots.
Yeah.
And there are some good ones, too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of don't really have anything. Normally, I see something we can talk about. It seems like the Billie Eilish thing finally died off.
Yeah. With no lawsuits actually being filed.
No. Well, I mean, I think we all knew that wasn't going to happen. It was just more.
Oh yeah.
Fucking funny than anything
bluster.
else, right? Yeah. Well, not just bluster. It's first off, it's the hypocrisy, right? But it's also just fucking funny. And then I guess Billie Eilish went on stage naked and painted her lower half or something, showing off her corned beef sandwich.
Wait, who was this? Oh yeah,
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, and that red see-through whatever the hell she was wearing.
Yeah. Was it see-through? Was that what it was? I thought she basically used body paint, but I guess maybe it was a sheer.
Yeah, I think that was it. I don't know. I didn't look very long. Just scrolling. I'm like,
no, nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is that it? Her Gamora and Lafora? And then just kept going.
Yeah. Indeed.
Boosh says he sent a funny story. Looks
funny
like
how?
There's no video, but apparently on the account Adam Francisco says, I got 2 white liberal women to get on their knees in solidarity for my black camera woman at her patriot voice while saying Black Lives Matter with their fists in the air. It's a chick posing with her MAGA hat, and she got them to kneel before her cameraman or camera woman.
That's fucking funny.
No. I got logged out of X and I can't remember my password.
Yeah.
Oh no, how awful for the rest of us.
I feel like
I actually
Kate.
hate when that happens because every single time I get logged out of X, it will not send the code to my freaking cell phone.
Yeah.
So I have to go use the backup retrieval thing.
I just used an app on my phone. Google Authenticator.
Yeah.
Never had an issue.
Mm.
The only issue I have is
You
the
know,
fact that
I've got Apple, so
oh yeah, well I mean you can use Google Authenticator on Apple.
yeah, you could.
Ooh, I got Apple.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, and that's mostly just because I've been locked into it since iTunes all the way back when the iPod came out.
Oh yeah, dude.
I've just purchased so much that I don't feel like starting the new ecosystem all the way up again.
I do too. I mean, I bought a lot of music off of Amazon, or sorry, off of iTunes, and eventually I just switched over to Amazon, and it works on both. And then I just got Spotify, and I stopped buying music like an idiot.
See, YouTube Music comes free.
I did that a while ago.
YouTube Music comes free with YouTube Premium.
Right.
And it's phenomenal. I don't know why people want to go get Spotify if they already have YouTube Premium.
I don't have YouTube Premium.
Oh, you should get it, bro.
I use YouTube Music every now and then, but I like Spotify better.
Yeah.
God damn, what is my password?
Meanwhile,
I only use 2.
Clearly,
I mean, I
well,
use 1,000. Sorry.
What does everybody in chat use for music and audiobooks now?
for audiobooks, I use Audible. Yeah.
I use Audible, and I think I've got a few on Spotify, or maybe it's no Spotify. I guess I use more for podcasts, which I believe we now appear on Spotify as a podcast and on
nice.
Apple Podcasts.
Oh, I figured it out.
Was it password 1234?
No,
It was just password, wasn't it?
that wasn't it. I mean, do those numbers appear? Maybe, but not in that order.
It's password 1. And then password 2.
No, after password 1, you change it to password ! So it's still putting in password 1 just with shift enter.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is I always end my passwords with an exclamation point. But yeah. The best way of doing it is typically to take a word and, switch out, vowels for numbers or something like that. But I typically just use a random password because I use one password and I just generate passwords that way. But for logins, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Hey, Brahma, do you remember me showing you that dude who's runs the Bad Boy Club? And he turns into a dragon. He's like, "Hey, did you hit that girl?" And he morphs it. Okay, he has a new video.
Yeah. We'll
You wanna
save
see
that
it?
for a speakeasy.
Oh man! All right, fine, forget it. See that, chat? Brahma says you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this gold.
Well, I just told you we're an audio-only podcast on the podcasting things. So us reacting to a video doesn't really do all that well for a podcast.
Unless
Even though I don't know that it's had a single watcher or listener to the, well, not watcher, but listener to the podcast yet, because I just set it up 2 weeks ago. But we'll have to be somewhat cognizant of when we're playing videos that need a description from now on.
We're past politics. By the way, Copy Kid. Okay, fine. We'll do politics. All right. That means no more food talk then.
That's the after show.
Oh, get the fuck.
Okay, well, let's go over to Red State and see what they have on their site.
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's see. Legend Czech politician dunks all over a famous Hillary Clinton for her TDS and grid exchange in Munich.
Crazy cat guy. How did you guys figure out my password system? And apparently copied is on your side on the food talk, Mad, because she said,
I
fine by
did.
me.
I didn't know that. So she won me back over. Then you're cool with me again.
Brandon wrote anything recently?
He did, and it was it was something that I had brought up for one of your other shows. Oh, Brandon Sanderson having control over his Mistborn trilogy. So Sanderson is going to get a TV deal with Apple. Sanderson being probably the most prolific fantasy author there is at the moment, since George R.R. Martin doesn't write anything anymore.
Right.
But he's apparently got complete control over everything on it.
That was smart of him. Very smart.
That's the only way he said he would ever allow them to touch any of his books, is if he had creative control on it.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy who wrote the last 3 or 4 books of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time. And he was brought in to consult with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they fire
and look
him?
how well that turned out.
Yeah.
I think he basically said, you guys don't listen to me, so I'm going to stop giving
Oh.
you any input.
I'm thinking of the Lord of the Rings guy they brought in for their lore guy, and he
Their
kept
lore
having
guy?
problems with shit, and they're like, "You're fired."
You see,
Yeah.
he's an idiot. Well, I mean, that's kind of what they want are idiots. Let's be honest.
Right. Trump did have the EPA rescind most of the Obama era climate regulation stuff this week.
Oh, that's good.
About time. By the way, in all that, you can thank Cleveland because they kept letting their rivers catch fire more than once. That is how
More than
EPA. That is how EPA got started, because Cleveland's river was so nasty that it would literally catch fire, and it happened multiple times.
So what's good in that also is going to be the rollback of the mandate to have the auto start stop in your car.
I
which
don't
would
understand what
almost
that
make
is.
me want to buy a new car. You don't know what the auto start stop is?
No, I really don't.
Yeah,
It's like when you pull up to a light and your car just turns off, and then
Why
the
would
second
that
you take your
happen?
foot off the brake, it starts up again to control emissions. It's
Does
been
that
on
save
like
gas?
every new car since like 2020 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really save gas in a meaningful way. What it does is screws your starter, because it has to sit there and start stop over and over and over. Anytime you're in bumper to bumper traffic, your car's shutting off every time you come to a complete stop. Half the time, if you're trying to run the AC or the heat, your car shuts off, and then suddenly, the AC stops blowing cold air and
Yeah.
starts blowing warm air, or the opposite when you're trying to run the heat. It's been a pain in everybody's ass for years, and you had no way of turning it off like permanently. You had to get into the car and press the button to turn it off every time you turn the car on. And most people don't remember to do that until they get annoyed at like their second or third light.
Okay, so my wife, she has a new Honda, and I was driving it the other day, and it was doing that thing. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" I had no idea it affected the air conditioning too. That's insane.
Yeah, because your car has to be on.
Well, the motor has to be running
for those systems to be going. Yeah,
Right. The when it's not, it switches to the pulling air from the outside rather than the circulating air that's cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that would be the difference.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Well, Comix, my Jeep Gladiator has it.
Really?
Yeah.
When did they implement this shit?
Well, the Gladiator came out in 2020, I think. That was
Something
the
like that.
first year of production. And
Yeah, I
I got
just
one
started
for the
implementing
first
that
year
car?
of production.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been
I-
doing it for years. If you got a new car, you've had this technology in there, and
I
you
had to
could
keep
not bypass
switching it. I had to keep switching his AC back to the correct setting because it would switch.
Yeah, every time Mad drives with me, he's hitting all the buttons trying to
Yep.
make the AC actually stay on.
That is fucking retarded, man.
Yeah,
I'm kinda-
manual
I'm kinda-
transmissions, the millennial and down anti-theft device.
I miss having a manual transmission, man. It's so much
Oh,
fun.
I do too.
I loved it in any time except for in traffic.
My
True.
Jeep. When I bought my Jeep in 2017, I was wanting to get a manual. I prefer manual over
Yeah. Same.
automatic.
I've had 2 minis, and they were both manual, and they were fantastic to drive. Mini Coopers.
Yeah.
They were
we
so fun in manual.
We just paid off
ahead,
Shredda's, and she's already talking about trying to find a cube. I'm like, no, absolutely.
Like a Nissan Cube?
Yeah,
The Nissan Cube.
She loved her Cube before it got wrecked.
Are they still making those?
No, I think you have to
No,
special
she would
order
have
them
to-
from another country.
And
But,
that'll just have a tariff on it now.
Yeah, she misses her. She had a on the dashboard. There was some kind of carpet thing that was on there, and she called it the cubic hair.
The cubic.
I can hear her in the other room talking about the cube right now.
Let's put the cubic hair. That's actually pretty witty.
Yeah,
I have to admit. Oh man.
Well, she did train in improv as
True.
well, didn't she?
yeah.
Oh, okay. You learn something new every day. All right.
Trying to find any articles. The thing with the weekend on articles is they don't write them on the weekend. So it's everything that's left over from like Thursday and Friday. Trump did finally yell about Bill Maher, since Bill Maher went and met with Trump last year and said, you know, he's really not that bad for like 2 shows, and then went straight back into the TDS. So Trump was finally like, yeah, I don't know why anybody on the right would listen to him, just because he occasionally espouses something that you might agree with, or occasionally calls out the left on their complete craziness.
I don't know if
Doesn't
that's
mean he's not also a complete psychopath.
wait, Bill Maher or Bill Burr?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Okay, because I feel like he's been calling out the left a lot more than just occasionally, especially as of late.
He's been doing it
He
for a
has
while,
been.
but he's off on a lot of fucking shit too. Is the issue?
Yeah, he is a old school Democrat kind of a guy, which I think should be encouraged. Like, well, let's get back to those guys.
With a lean towards the progressive side, not
Right.
towards the middle.
Yeah.
He's an old school liberal with a lean towards progressive, not lean towards the center.
which they were
but-
far easier to handle.
Agreed.
Yeah, except they got most of what they wanted, and that's how we got further and further left.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time they would incrementally get anything, they would incrementally just move it further left, whatever the target was. It's that slippery slope thing.
No, it's because the work can never be done, right? It's the reason
Right.
why with the Libatiqua community, it's always trying to push things further. And it's getting to the point where they're practically okay with man-boy love.
Yeah. Well, it's why AOC
PDF files.
AOC cheered that the Washington football team changed their name, but has not said anything about the actual issues that are still prevalent on, reservations to this day. They have no interest in trying to fix it.
I don't fucking care, man. That's the issue.
Yeah, but they care about those little victories that they can,
Well,
highlight.
they
and
care
scream
more about the microaggressions than they do about the actual fucking
Yeah.
problems. And that shit's fucking stupid.
I guess the other thing we could talk about is how long do you think it's going to be before there's any action taken in Iran? Because apparently the negotiators just came back to Trump and said it's going to be difficult to impossible to reach any kind of deal with this regime on nuclear or any other issues. So
I don't know. I mean, I still to this day have no idea what the fuck's going on because no one's literally talking about it.
Yeah, I haven't heard
well,
much
that's
about it
because
either.
Iran just shuts down the internet.
Yeah.
So there's no real news coming out of there ever. It's kind of like North Korea.
So they are being able to communicate. They have these super VPNs and shit and different places where they can communicate with each other. But it getting onto the outside is a little bit more difficult. But there is stuff coming out
Right.
if people know where to look.
Yeah, but you think that the fucking news media would cover it? You know, the mainstream media.
Oh,
I don't think that they're pushing for the Iranian regime to actually fall.
Yeah, I don't think they found their angle on how they can like form an opinion on it that's both anti-Trump but also doesn't cause something, you know.
Oh, that's the problem. So Trump is supporting the fall of the
Right, yeah, that's kind of the issue. Yeah, they don't know how to balance that. So they're like, we'll just stay quiet. Hey, did you hear about this kidnapping?
Which one?
The wag the dog kidnapping is what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Cat guy, both me and Comix drive Jeeps. Mad, you also drive a Jeep, just not
Yeah.
the like Wrangler style Jeep.
No, I drive the one. You know, by the way, you know how she picked it?
Still made by Chrysler.
Because it looks like a cube.
Yeah, she said it's the closest thing that looks like a cube. That's where she got it.
Well,
Which one is it?
The Renegade?
The Jeep Renegade. Yeah, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The problem with Jeeps is because they're made by Chrysler now, and they all have the same fucking flaw with the I think it was the oil pump on the inside.
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah.
I don't know. Haven't had
I gotta
that
go
issue.
get the screen replaced. The
Shit,
digital touch screen.
No, I'm trying to remember what it was I had replaced recently that they were showing me, but it's like made of plastic, and like every single time, like for every Chrysler made vehicle, once it hits like 70,000 miles, this thing fucking malfunctions.
Oh, good. I just hit 60, I think.
Yeah.
Which isn't too bad. 60 in 6 years.
No, it's the oil pump. Yeah, it is the oil pump.
But yeah, I really like the Gladiator. Cat guy was saying he might get a Jeep or a truck next time he is in for a new car.
You have a lot of aftermarket stuff
I like
in yours, though.
I like the Gladiator. Right, but having the utility of having the truck bed and the regular 4-door Jeep, it's nice. You get a Jeep, you get a truck, and you get a convertible. Because I can strip off the doors, the tops, everything.
Have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah.
I've never taken those off.
I've done it when I've been in Texas, and my family was very upset with me over it because they just cooked.
Yes.
But it's too cold to ever do it up here. There's maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and we get a rainstorm almost every afternoon at 3 to 5 o'clock. So I have to run out and put everything back on if I've had it off for any portion of the day.
So, Soul Assassin, the oil pump, parts of it are made of plastic. And so basically because it's plastic and it's inside the engine, it starts heating up, and obviously it's going to fail at some point. So the ones that they have that are the replacements are made of aluminum. So it's a lot better.
Looks like we got a few Gladiators in the chat.
Yeah.
DB Wild says he's got one, and so does Tobak.
Nice.
I haven't heard anybody not like it. I was worried about getting mine because it was the first year model. I got it used though.
I don't know, because mine's a 2015, so mine was 2 years old when I bought it, and so I've had it for quite some time, and I'm now just 80,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want to buy a new car. I think about it on occasion. You know, it looks pretty cool, but I didn't know about the auto stop start thing being in everything.
Yeah, even though it won't be mandated now, doesn't mean that these companies won't still put it into everything.
Yeah.
That's going to be the first question I ever ask if I'm looking for a new car, is if it has the auto start stop.
And can it be turned off permanently?
Yeah.
And it'd be nice if there was just a fuse that you could pull.
Yeah, I was about to ask, which wire do I got to pull?
Yeah. Because every other thing tends to have issues in cars, but never the start stop. Like the tire pressure, all those sensors, those all get jacked up all the time.
Yeah,
never the start stop.
We just got new tires on this one, and it's saying that they're low. I'm like, I don't think that's right. I think you're messed up there, Jeep. I think
Apparently,
did have
apparently
the
there's an
sensor.
auto stop start emulator module you can buy.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Yeah.
to emulate having it?
for the Jeep specifically, or for
No,
any car?
just I just Googled disabling auto stop start.
Because the
Yeah.
Jeep, you can basically hack a Jeep and do almost anything you want in those systems.
Yeah. How to auto stop start disabled. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. You can go Google and figure out how to do it.
Matt, did you guys have that cold snap last week though?
It wasn't bad. Was it last week, Comix?
I mean, it really wasn't that cold.
No, it
But
dropped down really low a couple weeks ago.
Oh, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Because that's
But,
usually when your tire sensors go crazy, is when you go from warm to any amount of cold. Then all
Oh
of a
yeah, that
sudden,
could have been it. Yeah.
the pressure goes low.
Man,
I mean,
I'll-
we had a excuse me on Saturday. I wouldn't say it's a cold snap, but the temperatures dropped down like the 50s again. We got all that rain yesterday.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Google
I would not
Weather
call
was
that a
saying
cold snap.
Google. I left earlier, and Google Weather was like, "Oh, it's 53 outside." I walked out. It's 75. I'm in a hoodie. I'm like, no. Google got this wrong. You're wrong, Google.
You wrong, Google. You wrong.
Meanwhile, for me to even do the shows, I have to sit out here in a fleece-lined jacket just to stay warm enough to not be shivering.
She won't let you move into the kitchen.
I mean, do you have at least like a space heater you can plug in?
I've got like one of the infrared things, the infrared space heaters, but it tends to trip the circuit breaker out here because everything out here, let's see, 3 TVs, 4 monitors, the work computer, the space heater, the PC, all of that is all on one outlet. So
What do you need 3 TVs for?
He doesn't.
I've got a poker table out here. So when we do board games or poker games, we have usually, so you can see them from any seat at the table. There were just 3 old TVs, so I just hung them up out here because why
I just
not?
love the response of, "Why do you have 3 TVs? We play poker." Okay.
No, I mean, that actually does make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
it
throw on a
does.
movie
Yeah.
or a show or even YouTube music on.
Yeah, but
on
my
the
head
TVs.
canon, you stopped after saying we play
You
poker.
do tend to stop listening after about 3 or 4 seconds of what.
Not
I'm saying,
always.
yeah.
Sometimes I just fill it in with what I want you to say. I do that when I read.
You just skim and fill in the details in your own head.
No, not really. I'll read. It's happened in our DM groups, man, where it'll say something entirely different to what I'm responding to. Like, oh,
Kind of like you call yourself the YouTuber's YouTuber,
Motherfucker.
thinking
I
that
am-
means you're the best of YouTubers when that
yes.
really just means
No,
you're the
not that
averagest of YouTubers.
No. You're so wrong about this. It's not that it's the best. I am the YouTuber other YouTubers see as, like a great one, right? It's the same as Norm Macdonald being the comedian's comedian. The masses may not love him,
Okay.
but comedians
If
love
you
him.
ever
I
need to
think-
set them off comics, this does it every time.
I think the problem is, Mad, is that other people say that about those people. You don't say it about yourself.
What do you think I got it from? I got it from other YouTubers. They're like, man, you're the YouTuber's YouTuber. I said, you know what? I
Gotcha.
am.
I,
There it
I-
is.
You
I
accepted
believe
the
you,
title.
Mad. I
Yeah.
believe you.
Listen,
Well, it was sporking.
Oh,
No, he tried
actually
to steal it
explains
from me.
everything, actually.
I think he tried to steal it from me, but don't give him credit for coming up with it either. Here's an important thing to remember, everybody. Don't ever confuse popularity with talent or quality. You know what I mean? Just because people are
so basically, all I'm hearing is all the things you don't have.
I don't, but it's not a sign of being. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about on Mom Donnie. So you guys heard about the guy who the knife wielding guy who charged the cops.
Yeah.
I saw.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Mom Donnie went to visit the attacker in the hospital
Yes.
and is
yes.
urging the release of the knife wielding guy who attacked Mom Donnie's own cops.
Yes.
I guess it's not a surprise, but
Well,
yeah,
the funny thing
insanity.
about it is that you actually see the footage of what happened, and you're like, "Oh yeah, they were perfectly justified." Because I mean, they literally retreated. They went behind a door and closed it, and the guy pushed his way in, and that's when they shot him. And it's just like,
Yeah.
And Mom Donnie's like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, these cops didn't act in good faith." It's like, are you fucking high, dude? It's like.
And also, that's one of those situations where he thinks a social worker would have been better suited. It's like they got called out to the house, even though the family changed the story afterwards and said, "No, we called for an ambulance." It's like, no, you said there was a knife wielding guy. And even if it's one of your family members, you're not going to get the ambulance to show up when there's a guy threatening people with knives.
No.
That's when you get cops.
Well, what
if
they're
the
going to
social
do,
workers had gone there, they're getting stabbed.
They're getting stabbed. Well, the issue with the social worker thing is that it's going to get people killed. Now, if they did something where they have a social worker and a police officer, I'm not opposed to that, because the social worker might be trained in certain things that they could try and de-escalate, and the cop is there to back him up in case it gets physical.
No, I hate
but then
that.
you're putting somebody in front of the cop with the gun, trying to deal with somebody like this who's coming at them with a knife, because the training needs to be in that situation the same that the cops have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, because you've got to know
But they have
line
no
of fire
authority.
and everything. Right?
They have no authority, though. If they don't have like police arrest powers, then they're useless. Here's the problem why I wouldn't want them speaking instead of me, is because they're going to let it go on too long, and the potential of something going wrong is increased. Right? It's simple.
No,
I will ask you to do
I'll definitely defer to someone who's actually been a police officer, where I'm just giving my shitty opinion.
Right. No, because I handled it very simple. I will ask you to do something. I will tell you to do that, and then you will do that because I will make you do that. If you have somebody else in there, because you see it all the time with police videos now, right? Where they are constantly like, please do this, please do this. No, don't do that. Please do this. And it goes on so long that they have more time to think about what the consequences are, and it's more likely that they're going to do something stupid to get themselves killed or hurt, or get someone else killed or hurt.
Yeah,
fair.
That's why you just gotta get in there and get it done, man.
Like in this case specifically, though, I mean, you'd probably have the social worker get stabbed before the cop could clear everything to be able to shoot the guy, because we saw how tight that space was.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, did you see the one in the elevator where it was a
yes,
male
I did.
and female officer?
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, the female officer basically
grabbed her taser.
Yeah,
no, I thought she already had it out. Did she?
Yeah, she had the taser out, and then he ended up pulling his gun and shooting the guy.
But
I'm guessing the taser didn't do shit.
I don't think so either. But
I don't
she
think
did
she
make
deployed it.
Oh, did she not?
No, she.
I don't know if she ever got it deployed. I think she was backtracking way too fast to think to pull the actual trigger on.
No,
it,
it was in her hand.
She may have.
Yeah, it was in her hand. I know people were giving her shit like, "Why do you have your taser and not your gun?" Well, she already had it out. One, two, it would be much smarter to use that if he starts charging you, rather than trying to put it up and then getting your gun out. Because in theory, it should stop them immediately. That's why tasers are so much better than using OC, because you can fight through OC. That shit doesn't even affect me until I start trying to clean my eyes out and everything, right? So yeah, it was smarter to try to use the taser if you already have it out than switching to something else.
Right. But she didn't do anything. She didn't use it.
Oh, she didn't? Well,
yeah,
that's what I'm stupid.
That's what I'm saying. She
My bad. I give her too much
pulled
credit.
The trigger. She basically forced the guy to have to shoot him because she did not ever take any action.
Nope, because I didn't have to. I have skin grafts. Where they were going to shoot. I'm like, you're not putting that
Would
in.
they
You know how
have
much money
even
they spend?
penetrated your skin grafts?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
oh yeah,
that
they would.
scarring's harder than.
No, they would have. It ain't that hard. But I hated the idea of that anyways, because they're like, well, you have to know what it feels like before you can use it. I didn't
Why,
have
to
to when I.
empathize?
Yeah, you didn't have to do that when you gave me a gun, did you? You didn't shoot me like, well, you got to know what it feels like. That's fucking stupid.
Well, Mad, we want to know. We want to make sure you know what it feels like to be shot. So we're going to shoot you.
Then you pull out your trump card. I was already blown up.
It's
That's the level above.
just the logic behind the idea of, and they do it with OC too. The reason why you go through that course
Right.
is because, well, but that makes sense though, because you get a lot of residual,
You
like
might-
when, yeah, everybody's
You
gonna
might
get
actually have it get on you at some point.
it. Not might, you will.
Right.
It's just gonna get on you. So that actually makes sense. But the taser, no.
Only if your other cops have really bad aim with their tasers.
Yeah, maybe. No,
I mean,
that
it could
never
happen.
makes sense.
It probably has happened plenty of times.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either. Anyway, what do you got coming up this week, Comix?
Jesus, honestly. Obviously streaming tomorrow. Talk about Night of Seven Kingdoms. And we stream Thursday and probably be streaming Neverwinter Nights 2 again on Friday, which I did Friday and Saturday because I canceled my tabletop game. And of course, my wife got sick. So we didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure out what to talk about for videos. So hopefully be looking at that this week.
Well, you could do a Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, could do a review. Or I could maybe talk about Starfleet Academy.
Ooh, I hear that's going well.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
It's been wonderful. Yeah,
I heard they had
Right.
to change the ending to season 2 because there will not be a season 3.
That
I
is
mean, was
the
there-
news that I have heard as well.
that's the thing I find so funny about it. It's like, really, you thought there was going to be a season
Right?
3 after
So
this
they
shit came out?
reshot. Yep. Oh, Mad, you've got a couple more for people to read.
Do I? Okay.
Yes.
I think Mad should read every super chat, Rumble rant. Thank you for your service. Also, I gotta type some more words to fill it up the amount of characters that Rumble gives me for a rant. So Mad, here's
For the next $1.
some words that I want you to say. Oh, mother. All right. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce. Fucker. Mad's new channel. Okay. Comix is tall. Bacon is delicious. Why? What? That's not a problem. Please follow.
Oh, I'd say I'm average. That's the thing that's funny about the whole
No,
conversation.
yeah. Please follow Deeple101 on X. Based. Hold the fuck on. I guess, dude, you better not cut that shit and put together some. I'm watching you. Oh,
Dealing with a memer. All right, Mad, what do you got coming up this week? And I'm going to
Tuesday.
go check and see if there's memes.
Tuesday, 9:15 p.m. Central on Mad's new channel. It will be another episode of History Interrupted, and we're going to have a special guest to fill in for Chad. It is Love It. I can't remember the
Love
whole
it
tag.
ever after.
Yeah. The first chick to be on the new channel, where we're no longer misogynist or gay. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So make sure you're there.
Is that even possible for you to be?
Yeah, bro. I will
neither
not carry a
misogynist
purse.
nor gay? I mean, come on.
I will not carry a purse. I'm not gay no more.
All right, whatever.
But yeah, I have that. I have next Sunday I have a political show that's going to be on Brahma's channel called the MadPen or Bullpen, whatever, and I'll be there.
Awesome. Looks like we do have a few memes, so we'll run through some of these real quick. Let me find the bottom of them so that we can work our way back up. Because I don't normally do the meme sharing. Where are all the Minnesotan parents screaming about losing their daycare? Good question.
That is a solid question.
Americans, I want them prosecuted. That would collapse the entire government. I know what I'm about, son.
Fair.
Don't let them fool you. We could have the whole Epstein list dealt with by lunchtime today with the wood chipper.
I don't even know what that is, Southern Bill.
Industrial grade. Don't know what.
A Manzetti?
I don't know.
A Manzit?
A Manzit?
Zeet, yeah.
I told a Canadian to kill himself. He told me to stop giving medical advice without a license.
That's good.
When will Indians apologize for stealing dinosaur land? War. Think I'll take 2. Fixing a plot hole. Can the Treasury bear such an expense? The American dream today is to live as far away from the liberals as possible. Well, leftist,
Fair.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Harris Ocasio-Cortez, 2028. It's scary because Kamala is also right up there at the top on
Yeah.
the Kalshi
She ain't
stuff.
fucking winning, dude.
She's pulled it up to like 28% now.
Are they really that close in skin tone?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I would say so.
Interesting.
I mean, she's part black and Indian, so.
Yeah. And
I
the
mean,
other one-
you've got both of the lovely Sherry covered here.
What are you talking about? She's Hispanic. The lovely Sherry?
Yeah.
She's Hispanic.
Mm-hmm. So is Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you were
And
there
Sherry
for the
will tell
poll.
you she's Indian.
No, she
So,
won't because we
the
had a
Kamala
poll.
side.
This has been settled. We had a poll.
I think this is fucking funny.
I like
Yeah.
this one because Elon Musk was. Did you see his reply?
No, I didn't.
Elon said, "Well, actually, they're both kind of hot."
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did. Yeah.
But I love your Elon voice is basically your Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
Yeah.
I think there were a few more after that. Yeah. Get over her. Valentine's memes.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Get over her.
I love you more than bacon, kinda. Happy Valentine's Day.
The Porkins figure. Yeah.
Yep, Porkins. Krispy Kreme KY whole glaze, warm and sticky. That's weird.
That's something. Yeah.
So that's the memes for the evening, at least the ones that I saw out there. So thank you for those. Thank you for the super chats. As for me, I will be on Comix tomorrow, Tuesday with Mad, Thursday back with Comix, Friday on Ascendant Art, and
That's the one I
then
forgot.
This week is a bourbon and boarding on week, but it'll be a short one because we'll only have a few games because it's the Olympic break and there's not that many Olympic games. So I can't remember if the medal will be awarded by Saturday or not. I don't think it will because we just got through the prelims today. So also I will be on The Plot Strikes Back, which is about an hour before Comix tomorrow, talking about Miracle. So if you want to go give him a watch, Nick's a pretty good guy. And he does stuff with Zax every now and then with me and Mad. So go check that one out. And then we'll be back here next Sunday.
Real
What do
quick.
you got?
One from McCracken
Okay,
is important.
That seems
I
more,
got a
more
fever.
appropriate.
That's it. Just a fever.
But hey, Matt, that background seems a little bit more appropriate for you.
What background?
Yeah, for your avatar.
Yeah. What?
With the lib Batikwa colors.
What?
The
That's
gay
a
flag?
neon sign.
Uh-huh. No, your thing changed back to your rainbow flag behind you.
Oh, damn it. Did it? Was
Yeah.
supposed to do that? That was for a bit. That was, god dang it. These bits will always get you.
A bit. Yeah, sure. A bit.
Yeah.
It was a bit.
Sure,
I don't remember
not
what
gay
the
on
bit
your channel
was.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember what the bit was, but it was for a bit. I swear, guys.
Kaka,
Guys, I'm not
sure
gay
we're
no
going
more.
to I'm pretty sure we're going to get a US-Canada face-off because I don't see a way that anybody takes out either of them to not have them collide in the medal game. Sweden and Finland are okay, but the only thing that could have stopped it was the Russians, and we don't let the Russians in the Olympics anymore. So,
Did it change
which I
this time?
still think is kind of stupid.
I mean, it's kind of gay.
Right,
Now
but it's not.
That's your speakeasy one. And
Well.
tonight is the debut of Mad's new outro for the show. So
Yeah,
you might actually want to pay attention.
It's not there yet, but I've been saying I'll have it for so long now.
We'll change it up as needed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Because I know you will just keep working on them either way.
Yeah.
So here's the new outro. Hope everybody has a great week. I don't think there's going to be an after show tonight because
I
we're
can't
2
stay.
hours and we're all tired. So
Very much.
hope everybody has a good one. Here you go.
See you.
MAD, Machiavelli drum.
Hopefully it plays. There it
I
goes.
see it.
I see it.
We're closing out another one. 3 hours deep, but we're not done. Cover the bills, the votes, the mess. Political theater at its best, I guess. Chat was wild and takes were flying. Politicians out here straight up lying. We broke it down, no filter, no spin. That's how the bullpen's always been. Bullpen's out, we said what we said. No Lulu takes, spraying truth like lead. Inside precision, facts in the clip. Next round, loading knowledge, we equip the bullpen. Dead ass, the chops on lock, got the flow, see it mainstream, pushing cap, but we see it clear. Into minds cutting straight through the haze, real spit, no front, ain't playing no games. Lip slipping, tripping on the foolery. We just chop it, call it raw, truly. We're fact checking every statement with meticulous precision, while the politicians sleeping through the legislative mission. Corporate media's feeding you a carefully designed revision. We the antidote to all the manufactured television. Bureaucratic nightmare navigating through the slow decay. Congress moving at a pace designed to keep the wolves at bay. Executive decisions, Supreme Court rulings on display. We covered every angle, no cap. That's how we play. Legislation passing in the darkness of the midnight hour. Lobbyists manipulating every center of the power. But we're watching every movement from our independent towers, exposing all the corruption while the mainstream media cowers. So we're closing for the week, but the message is consistent. Real political discourse out to corporate funding for perspectives unified and intellectual resistance. Independent media's the future, we the vanguard. Next stream hitting harder with the content we've been gathering. Bullpen moving forward, independent voices battering the walls of propaganda with the facts that we've been mastering. Bullpen's out, we said what we said. No the Lulu takes, spraying truth like lead. Inside precision, facts in the clip. Next round, loading knowledge, we equip the bullpen. Peace, stay informed, stay skeptical.
Oh, Lil Chad's name is done right.
What do you mean it's not right?
It's right. It's been wrong on all my others.
Yeah, that's because I did this one.
Night, everybody.